Hi, Gina. I told you I'd do a video response for you, okay? Gina and Italian Stallion and I were on the phone this morning, and we were talking about the crazy stuff that our kids did when they were little. So if you have, I'm going to link her video so you could see what her stories were about her kids. Chucky, shut up! Oh. Anyway, so she comes out. Anyway, so we're talking, and I tell her the story of. Oh my God, I still have this cold. I tell her the story about when my son was little. You know when your kids are in another room and they're playing, but all of a sudden they get quiet. You know that quiet where you know they're doing something bad, right? So I'm in the kitchen, I'm doing something, and I notice that Alex got real quiet. So I went over into the other room to check on him, and he had taken a giant container of baby powder and was shaking it all over the room because he wanted to make a cloud. Yeah, so I opened the door and he's all white, full of powder. There's powder everywhere. There's powder floating in the air, powder in the rug, powder in the curtains, powder on the shelves, everywhere. And I look at him, I go, what did you do? He goes, Mommy, I made a cloud. I mean, how do you get mad at that? He's so cute. Anyway, I stuck his little butt in the tub. I shut the door, waiting for all the dust to settle. And then it took me I would say about a good 2 weeks to clean the room, because every time I vacuumed it, it would come out of the filter, the powder of the vacuum. And I ended up having to have the rug shampooed and, big mess. But get this, he does it again. My mother had this window in her porch that used to stick. You couldn't lift it up all the way. So Alex decided to be the handyman. And he goes into the bathroom and grabs this giant jar of Vaseline that my mother had that was about this big, because for some reason my mother thought there was going to be a Vaseline emergency in the near future and she needed this giant freaking jar. Anyway, Alex takes this giant jar, he grabs all the Vaseline and puts it along the edges of the window frame so that it would move. But it didn't. I can't tell you, that was another thing. It took me forever to clean. He had it all over his hair, he had it in his ear and his face. What a disaster. But yeah, I have a few more of those stories, but yeah, those were the two that really stood out in my head. And do yours. I want to hear your stories about what your kids did when they were little. Okay? Oh, look what a rebel I am. I'm drinking Diet Pepsi in a Coca-Cola glass. 'Cause I'm a rebel. That's right.